To create hard edges or sharp corners on a subdivision surface model, we can simply add more edge loops in the area that we want to be sharpened. For example, I might want to separate the cushion here from the base, and that would look best if I had a really sharp corner or angle there. I can insert another edge loop here, and that would increase the curvature between those two edge loops, but it would flatten out the nearby areas, and we would get a sharp corner. However, that would come at the cost of increased polygon count. We can get around that problem by using polygon creasing, and that will allow us to keep the same polygon count but get a nice sharp corner. Let's see the issue if we insert an edge loop. I'll select the seat cushion, and I've got my polygon count displayed here in the statistics. I've currently got about 4,600 polygons. Let's insert a new edge loop to create a sharp corner. From the modeling ribbon, go into Modify mode and go to the bottom of the modifier stack by clicking Previous Modifier until you see the editable poly parameters, and insert an edge loop. We'll go to Swift Loop and hover the mouse just below that existing edge loop there. We get a preview and click to create that new edge loop. Right-click to exit Swift Loop and turn on Show End Result. We see our polygon count now after the subdivision, and it's 5,120. We just increased the polygon count by over 500, which is about 10% in this case, and that's significant. We don't really want to do that if we don't have to. In the Modify panel, if we select the OpenSubdiv modifier and disable ISO line display and get in very close there, we can see that it's still not a sharp corner, and these polygons are way too small. We could micromanage this by going in and deleting individual edge loops, but that's really not a good use of our time. I'll turn ISO line display back on again. Instead of inserting an edge loop, we can crease the existing loop, and that will achieve a better effect without increasing the level of detail. Let's go back over to the modeling ribbon and again go to the bottom of the stack, go into Edge Selection mode, turn off Show End Result, and that edge selection is still there. We can just delete that with Control Backspace. Now select the other edge loop, the one right at the corner, double-click on that. With those edges selected, we can change their crease value, and that's found both in the Modify panel and on the modeling ribbon. In the Modify panel, it'll be in the Edit Edges rollout. You'll see Edge Properties, Weight, Crease, and Depth. These are data channels. We can send information about those sub-objects up the stack to other modifiers that can then perform some work on them. For example, we can change the crease value. We won't see any effect right now unless we have Show End Result turned on. So let's enable that and maybe orbit around to the other side so we can see this really clearly, and also turn off edged faces in the viewport with F4. Our edges are still selected. We'll just change that crease value. Bring that up, and as soon as we go up above a value of 0.2 or 0.3, we do get a nice hard edge there. We can actually bring that all the way up to a crease value of 1. It won't make a lot of difference. To get at those edge properties from the modeling ribbon, click on the bar at the bottom of the Edges panel, and that will expand the panel. You can set it back down to 0 or set it to 1. If we want to, we can also pin this panel. Click the little push pin icon so that it will not collapse when we move our mouse away. All right, I'll unpin that, and then when I move my mouse away, that collapses. Okay, we've just sharpened that corner, and we have not increased our polygon count. It's still at about 4,600 polygons. We can exit out of Edge Subobject mode and orbit around and check our work. That's how to use edge creasing in conjunction with the OpenSubdiv modifier.